Hi everybody, this is Plug Spinner, and today we will be picking this GEGE double-sided Euro cylinder. It does have 6 pins on each side. They are keyed identically. And we do have a key right here. I'm going to show you that it works, but I did take out the C-clips already just because they're a real pain. So I'm going to have to be careful pulling out the key so everything doesn't go flying. So as you can see, works perfectly. This side too. Okay, and now we will get to picking. For tension, we will be using a top of keyway tensioner. This particular one is made by Lockpick Extreme. And then for our pick, we'll be using a Southord Slimline deep hook. And we are actually going to pick and gut both sides of this lock. Alright, so this does have security pins and counter milling, and also very strong springs in the pin chambers. So there's a good deal of things falling back down, having to pick pins more than once, and all that, but I will try my best to give you somewhat accurate commentary as I go. So we're just going to go in and feel for our first binder. Pin 6 is springy, 5 is springy, 4 is springy, click out of 3, nothing on 2, and a click out of 1. Back to pin 6. Okay, nothing on 6. That was just me skipping off some of the warding. 5 is springy. Click out of 4. Little click out of 3. 2 is springy and 1 is set. Okay, good click out of 6. 5 is springy. 4 is set. 3 is set. And I think 2 is set too, as well as 1. Okay, another click out of 6. 5 is okay. 4 is okay. Little click out of 3. 2 feels okay, and 1 feels okay. So we should be close. 6 is set. 5 feels good. Got to click out of 4 again. 3, click out of 2. 1 is good. And another little click out of 6, and we got one side open. So I'm just going to leave that in the unlocked position, and we will go on to the other side. Okay, same thing, top of keyway tension. This is keyed, like I said, this is keyed identically. It does pick slightly differently in terms of binding order, but it's still very similar. So let's go for our binder. 6 is springy. 5 is springy. Click out of 4. Click out of 3. 2 is okay. And a little click out of 1. Okay, nothing on 6. Click out of 4 again. Nice click out of 3. Click out of 2. And 1 is still set. Okay, 6 feels good. Little click out of 5. 4 is good. Little click out of 3. 2 is good, and 1 is good. Okay. 6 is still good. I feel like 5 wants to be picked, but it's not moving. Yeah, 5's not going anywhere. 4 is okay. And that was a little click out of 3, and now this side's open. So now what we're going to do is gut it. As I said, I already took out the C-clips right there. And in order to pick this, we are going to be using this pinning shoe right here, and this grooved plug follower, and you'll see how this works as I disassemble the lock. So first things first, we're going to put this in one side. I guess we'll just do this side. See if I can give you a good view of how this works. So you just push this down, the springs. Stick this down the bottom of the keyway. And then it just kind of will keep those top pins in as you pull the plug out. So we're going to turn the plug this way so the key pins are facing up and they don't all fly out. And kind of just shimmy it out. That was way quicker than I would have liked, but it worked, so that's okay. So I'm just going to put this to the side. I have this nifty little holder for it. Of course, we're gonna have two plugs, so they won't both be able to go in there. My mats. All right, so now what we're going to do is, there's a little kind of tailpiece down there that I'm gonna try to get out because it gets in the way when I use the plug follower to gut the other side. So hopefully I can still slip him out. It might be too big with the pinning shoe in there, which would be very unfortunate. Try to get a good look. Oh, I think what I have to do is I have to put a key in the other side. Hold on, bear with me. I think I have to rotate this and get it at a certain angle before it will pull out. And I got it. Woo! I was not sure that would work. But there's a little actuator. I don't know what you would call it actually. I think it's an actuator, but see there's, let me put this down. It spins freely on both sides, so you can lock the door from either the inside or the outside. So either side of the lock. Hopefully that makes sense. So I'm just gonna put this down here and we will continue with gutting. I'm just gonna leave the key in there. Makes it a little bit easier anyway. We're gonna pull out the cord just a tiny bit, just so we can get this. Actually, this I believe is the actuator. I don't know, someone tell me, which one's the actuator? This big guy or the little fella here? Oops, he's gone. 1 second. Alright, got him. Not very familiar with Euro locks. We don't have these here in the States, obviously. But anyway, so now we're going to get our grooved plug follower. God, I am a mess right now. And that groove just kind of fits right over the bottom of this pinning shoe. So we can use this to get in here, and we can just gut the other side like any normal lock. So we'll just push this out. All right, now the follower is all the way through. We have our other plug here. This one I'm just going to put here, I guess. Hopefully nothing gets hit and messed up. I'm actually just gonna move these, we don't need them. And so what we will do now is gut the side opposite to the pinning shoe. Just like any normal lock. Okay, so in the first chamber we have a serrated. Second chamber is serrated. Hopefully this is in the frame. Third chamber is a sort of tapered pin. I don't know if you can see that. It's very hard to see, but it has little tapers, which I imagine are there to catch the countermilling in the plug, which I will also show you in a minute. Pin 4. Another one of those tapered pins. 5 is serrated. and 6 is serrated. Now, I'm not going to take all the springs out just because it's annoying, but I will show you one of them. They're all identical. I believe they're just a strong stainless steel pin. And as I'm going to show you in a second, they all kind of stick up in there, so they're pretty strong. And you can definitely feel that when you're picking. So anyway, now that that's done, we can... Oh, well, actually, I'm going to take out the springs because now they're in the way of the plug follower. All right, so this is chamber 1, 2, 3. Yeah, screw this. Come on. 4, 5, and 6. All right, and we're just going to leave this alone for now. Put them right there. And we'll go ahead and gut the plug that was from that side. Chamber 1. Oh, we lost this little... I think it's just a little drill bar, something. It has like a super tiny spot right in the top of the lock. I'll just set that aside for now, right in there. So pin 1 is a standard. I mean, I'll just tell you right now, they're all standards, the key pins. I gutted this once as a practice run, since it is a Euro lock, and I did not want to have a failure on camera. And no, there was no failure when I gutted it the first time. Luckily. Almost. Not quite. Okay. So the first side of the cylinder is gutted. And as you can see in the plug, there is countermilling. Hopefully you can see that in there. Okay. So the other side is exactly the same, but I guess we'll go ahead and gut it anyway. Just so you can see, actually, I'll give you a close-up of this first. Those pins, you can hardly see those tapers, but they're there, I promise. So 4 serrated total and then 2 tapered, and then paired with some countermilling. Come on, focus. I don't know if you can see that, but right at the top of the chambers, you can see a little groove around the side of the chamber. That's the countermilling. Okay, so let's go ahead and gut the other side. I'm just going to put this over here. And I guess we'll use this tray now. So this time we'll just do the plug first. First chamber, standard. Like I said, they're all identical, so everything in here is going to be the same. Including the drivers, but I'll just do this to show you that both sides were indeed fully populated. All standards. And now what we do is we're going to put the plug follower all the way through again. And now we will remove the pinning shoe. And it just slides out. Let's try not to mess anything up. So now we have that out. Now we can gut this the rest of the way, just like a normal lock as well. First chamber is serrated. Second chamber serrated. Third chamber tapered. Fourth chamber is tapered, serrated, and serrated. As you can see, all the springs are in there as well. I don't think I have to take these out, so I'm not going to. And let's give you a close-up of these. Okay, so after the fact, I figured it might be a good idea to look at the disassembly kit that I used, because I know, at least for us American pickers, it's very difficult to find tools that you can use to gut these double-sided Euros, since we don't have these in normal applications here and locksmiths don't encounter them. So there's not really a huge demand for these tools here. But I did order this off of Banggood. I think it was like $27 including shipping. But I had a $2 coupon, so it might be a couple bucks more or whatever. But it's not the highest quality in the world, but it does get the job done. As you can see, the tweezers, like one side is more bent than the other, but it does make good contact and it will work. It also comes with a C-clip remover, which is a game changer in my opinion. Has some plug holders, so you can put the plug in here to kind of keep it stable as you rekey it. There's also a small diameter version. I do not know what you would use this for, because this diameter even looks smaller than like an American core. So I don't know if in Europe they have like a really, really small diameter type of lock, but that's my best guess. Then obviously you have the pinning shoe, the main event. Again, not the highest quality craftsmanship in the world, but pretty strong springs. It stays in there sturdy and it gets the job done. So I'm happy with that. Then you have the plug followers. This is the grooved one that I used for use with the pinning shoe. It has a small diameter version. Again, not sure what type of lock that would be used for. And then it just has a regular hollow follower. And then the last thing is just these pliers, which these are probably the lowest quality item in here. But I don't really care because I'm never going to use these. But yeah, it's here if you need it. So anyway, that is the pick and gut for the GEGE double-sided Euro, and also a kind of review of the HUK disassembly kit. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you would like, comment, share, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Have a nice day.